It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
You're not tuned in to something super tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game, tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get it all up from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.
Already, baby, what it do? It's your big dog, Bobo Luciano. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to Super Tight TV. We back, up your back, going smack, smack, smack. Just like that. And I hope it feel good to you too, because it showed. Damn show feel good to me. Ew. I got my sexy ass, gorgeous, beautiful wife.
It's your girl Jazzy K.
In the building. What's the word, baby?
What's up? What do you do?
Well, you need to tell you about. You know, I've been guilty of saying
a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Let's start there.
You know, I coined a lot of shit and a lot of stuff. And I said, I'm not a fan. Nobody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When I say that I'm not a fan of anyone, that goes for now in my adult life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you're children, you do have, you know, people you look up to, people you like, God damn. You know, and for me, it was always athletes, you know, because I was a football player.
Yeah, not just any athlete.
Yeah.
You love track and field.
I was about to say, and I love track and field. And football, you know me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Football, track and field, it's
Nick.
But let me tell you, I can go, I'm about to blow y'all mind today. I believe we're going to go through this, but I know this guy has held the 200-meter record for high school in the world, Craig?
Of the world, Craig.
Is it still held, or did somebody?
Well, it's been broken twice.
Okay.
But I still hold it in the high school competition.
That's what I'm saying.
Even though I'm not competing in high school no more.
Okay, that's what it is.
Right.
Because every time I look, your name is still right there.
Right.
And I said, I heard these guys, but they wasn't competing, and they were just of age.
Exactly.
Got you. That makes a lot of sense. But check this out, y'all. Y'all might know the voice. I got Roy, the robot Martin in the house. Say, man. Let me calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Calm your jets.
Let me calm down. Because y'all don't know what I witnessed in my lifetime. From this man right here. Okay. How you doing, brother?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Man, I appreciate you coming through. I ain't fanning out or nothing. It's just I'm excited for this interview because I am. Matter of fact, is he our first athlete? Mm-hmm. You are our first athlete.
Oh man, we're gonna have to celebrate that. I like being number one.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'm talking about cheers. I'm talking about you are the first athlete that we've had. And being from Oak Cliff, you know what I'm saying? We got two Oak Cliff people here.
That's my hood.
We're gonna let my wife get this thing started. You know what I'm saying? Because it's I don't want to let too much out the bag first because I know a lot.
Yeah, be quiet.
But I want my wife to, and these two people here to find out because they don't know like I know. Let's go.
All right, so Mr. Martin, we know that you're from Oak Cliff. Were
Yes,
you
ma'am.
born and raised there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What high school you go to?
I went to FDR Roosevelt, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Hey, Velt. Y'all hear that? Velt in the building?
The home of the Mustangs.
The Mustangs.
Of the winners.
Hey.
The mighty Mustangs.
He said the winners.
Mighty bad Mustangs.
Winners. I love it.
They are, bro.
So had you always been involved in track and field? Like what age were you when you started?
It started in elementary.
Really?
Yes. I went to predominantly Hispanic elementary school over off of Colorado Boulevard.
Hey,
it was James Bowie Elementary.
Oh, my daddy taught at James Bowie.
Oh, he did?
Physical education teacher. Yep.
I know.
Yeah, I
You
might.
heard about him?
Yeah, I might know him.
Yeah, you might know him. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We ain't gonna give you my government name on there.
Shh. Okay, back to.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, it started what they used to call it. They have field day.
Oh, boy.
Come on
Ain't that
now,
where it always
everybody
start?
remember. Wait a minute. For people that watch this show that may not have had field day, let's paint a picture for them about field day.
You become a star at field day
Yeah.
for the
Yes.
whole year.
Yes, for the whole year.
Yes.
And for me, it was that when they was telling us about field day, and I was telling my father I want him to come to watch me run, and he didn't have time to come watch me run. But when he started seeing them blue ribbons,
Yes.
them first places,
Yeah.
he was like, "Son, what you doing?" I said, "I'm running," and I was probably like in the 5th, 6th grade
Yeah.
before I went to junior high school.
Okay, so hold up. Let's back it up.
Back it up,
Let's
back it
talk
up.
about your family, like, because you bought up pops.
Yes.
I'm glad you did.
Mm-hmm.
You were from a 2-parent household
At the beginning.
at the beginning.
At the beginning, right? Yes, sir.
And how many siblings did you have?
2.
Where did you fall in the?
My older brother's name is Reginald,
Okay,
and my youngest brother's name is Roderick.
okay, 3 y'alls
3 hours
already, and y'all grew up in Oak Cliff
in Oak Cliff.
already.
But we we stayed in West Dallas
Really,
in the projects.
Fish Trap or
Fish Trap.
already.
Yes.
So that's where when you first came into existence, y'all were over in the West Side.
In the West Side, West Dallas.
Oh, they finna claim you. You know them boys in West Dallas finna claim you, bro.
As they should.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking the truth.
Speak the truth, though.
Yeah, I'm only speaking the
That's
truth.
a super tight exclusive.
Yeah.
Because
Exclusive.
Because a lot of people,
And I haven't told no more of that.
oh,
Now you know.
that is a super tight exclusive. So do you remember West Dallas?
Like it was just yesterday.
How old were you when y'all moved to the Cliffs?
About 6, 7.
Okay, so yeah, you old enough to
Right.
remember.
Until I got my bike took from me over there in West Dallas. And
Them niggas in West Dallas is something else, bro.
I got
Not your bike too.
Yeah, I got a bike took and I got a butter whipping over there. So after that,
Daddy and Mama said, we out of here.
yeah, we out of here. Yeah, we go to Oak Cliff.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
Well,
little bit
tell
better.
that story. I just want to.
What story?
The bike. The
bike?
How you get your
what
bike took?
happened?
You know, my birthday is Christmas.
Oh.
Christmas Day. And my dad bought me a bike for Christmas. And we stayed in the yellow part of West Dallas. Because in the projects, you got the yellow, you got the red, you got the green, and you got the part in the brown. Don't go back there.
Yeah, don't go to the ground.
So I'm riding my bike back there in the brown.
Uh-oh.
And it was a brand new bike. It was Christmas, and they jacked me, took my bike. So I'm running
Not
home
on your birthday.
on my birthday. Got my first physical butt whooping on my birthday. And my bike took.
Was it more than one person?
Not a twofer.
It was 3. But it was the main one. He was the main guy that ran everything around there.
Was it,
He was a little older guy.
You always hear about people getting their bike took, right? Mm-hmm. And I often wonder, what do parents do when somebody get their bike? I mean, you went back and told your pops, right?
When they told my pops, I was crying.
What he said?
What
your daddy say?
Can we speak? Or can we?
Yeah.
He said, boy, what the hell is wrong with you? What the fuck you mean you got your bike took?
Yeah.
Take your ass
It's a brand
back
new
out there and
bike.
Get it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you feel, get your ass and get that bike. Let's
Yeah.
go. Get in the car.
That's what I want to
That's
do.
what I'm talking
No,
about.
Dad, I don't want to go back there. No,
No.
you ain't finna be scared of nobody.
Yeah. I'm going with you.
Right. Either you going back there, get that bike, and you going to fight them again, or I'm going to whoop your ass, and we still get the bike and come back, I'm going to whoop you again.
See what I'm talking about?
So I had a choice.
You either
I went back, and that's when I learned how to fight.
that part.
And I got my bike back.
Let me ask you a question. So those guys, were they your age or a little older, or were they just, there wasn't no grown men picking on no kids and nothing like that, were they?
They was, to
They
me,
was older, right?
older.
Okay.
Pick on somebody
Probably
else.
like in high school.
Got you.
Well, I'm still about this year high. And that's how I got this forever memory scar on my head.
From that day.
From that day, yeah, when he popped me across my head.
I got a forever scar too.
Me too, bro. Yeah.
See, these kids don't know nothing
That's
about
when you
that
knew you
now.
could run. That's when you
Man.
found out you could run.
Exactly.
So, y'all from the West Dino.
Right.
Turn my headphones up again, bro. Just a little bit. Yeah. Y'all from the West Dino. Moved to Oak Cliff.
937 Fernwood.
Hey,
Hey,
Fernwood.
the hood for real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody know about the Fernwood.
Right?
So, is that where you were living when you went to Velt?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it started from O.W. Holmes Middle School in Denville.
I was about to say, is Fernwood built? I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Well, Fernwood was, if you go up,
It crossed
lived up-
Lancaster, didn't it?
Huh?
Didn't Fernwood cross Lancaster?
No. Yes, at the other end,
Okay.
Yeah.
which we never went down that far.
Okay.
Never went down that far.
Never.
Went down that far.
Daddy
So
mama wouldn't have
if you come up at our block, at the 900 block, it's pretty much like the beginning
Okay.
of Fernwood. Because if you go past my rail, cross over my rail, there's still some homes over there, but it's a lot of woods and stuff. Now it's the city zoo over there, so that's where our block. Then if you make that, come up the street and you make that right,
Yeah.
go up about like 15 blocks, we at Roosevelt.
Already. So, we at Roosevelt. Wait a minute. Did you start at Holmes running?
Skipped all over middle school.
That's where I started at
Okay.
O.W. Holmes.
Okay, because I knew high school, junior high, middle school track is really where, because in the beginning, I know you remember this, we really didn't have nothing to do as kids.
Right.
Jesse Owens. We had that Jesse Owens competition. Did you ever run in the Jesse Owens?
Never.
Never. Me either,
Never.
bro.
I have to ask, did you have any coaches in middle school that stood out to you that you remember that pushed you or had anything to do with you going that extra mile?
At Holmes? I bet he
At
did.
home.
At home.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my first organized sport.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Which track?
We didn't have nothing until you got to middle school
Right.
for track.
It's
Right.
like
I'm
that.
just saying, we had Jesse Owens, and he said he didn't run Jesse Owens, and so we had to wait until we got to middle school for organized
Everyone
track.
doesn't know that. That's why I was asking.
Oh,
so
I
he
was
could
drawn
tell
up.
his
I
own
was drawn
story.
Now in the
Thank you.
in the 6th and 7th, 8th grade, now you did have everything for football, but
Right.
you didn't have it for track.
But they always had those. What do you call them? The outside
Little league football
yeah,
team.
Yeah.
Yes, the league.
Okay.
Pop
Pop
Warner.
Warner, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we Oliver won the Holmes.
Wait, you didn't get to tell about the coaches.
Well, that's what we at,
It was
at,
on-
at, at Holmes.
I'm gonna tell you how I met the coach. While at O.W. Holmes, what I went through in West Dallas, I would refuse to say I'm gonna get beat up again. I'm gonna let
Right.
somebody beat me up.
That part.
So at W. Holmes, I became this little bully, and we all and we all used to go in the gym in the locker room. We all used to check box a lot, and so we would check boxing, and some of the guys that were check boxing, they was off into boxing, in which I like.
And you had that boxing.
Yeah, but I had that stamina, and I had that speed with these hands.
Hey.
And so I wound up, we were chest boxing, and I wound up beating up one of the guys in the gym, and he said he's gonna go get his cousin. I'm like, shit, I don't care.
Go get him.
Go get your cousin.
I'm crunk now.
No.
Till you find out who the cousin was.
Yeah, until I came around that corner. Oh shit, I'm in trouble now, because I'm like 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". His cousin in the 8th grade, it's like 6'6".
Damn.
Ain't no baby.
I'm like, shit.
It seemed like back then, bro, there was some guys in junior high school that was grown men.
Right.
Every couple of guys, I mean,
You
it wasn't
think
a
it
bunch
was
of
then?
them.
You ought to see them now.
Man, there was some dudes at Holmes.
These hormone milk
It
babies.
was dudes during our era.
Right.
Doing Holmes,
By story.
By Story, and Brown.
Pussy, Brown. Yeah.
Well, them dudes had full mustache and beards.
They might have been y'all age. No, I'm just playing.
They were our age.
I'm just playing.
They were our age, but
Our
they
age,
looked
but-
older.
yeah, they looked
looked
older.
older.
Because you got to look up like, I'm like, shit, I don't. So we playing this, fight. And so from Holmes is adjacent across the street is an elementary school over there. So we all got in the field over there. And back then, we in junior high school back then. Everybody, they do two things. They put that line across,
Yeah.
and then they put that stick on you.
Yeah. Knock the stick
Step
off,
in my
nigga.
square.
knock
Step
stick off.
over my line.
Yep.
There you go. He wouldn't move, I wouldn't move.
Oh.
And so, but we would get close to it, but he would move, I would move, and we would just go in circles, and everybody from the school was coming over there. I mean, it was packed.
Who started pushing? Not.
Now, when the campus police came, and that's when we all broke out running. And so at this time they was doing track. They was having track practice. And the way I go home, the way a couple of guys in the neighborhood we go home, we got to cross the track.
Yep.
And once I'm crossing the track, and that's when Coach Switten, he was the head track coach at O.W. Holmes back then. And he said, "Hey, Buckethead, what you doing? Where you running from?" I said, "I'm running from the police."
Okay.
Like that. And he's like, "Police, what you doing?" I said, "I'm running from the police. I'm finna go home."
Literally.
Yeah. And so he was like, "You want to run track?" I'm like, "What's that?" He said, "You want to come out here and run?" I said, "Yeah." He said,
That means you was really chopping.
I was leading the pack.
Oh, he noticed how far you was ahead of the pack and pulled you out.
Right.
You want to run track?
Now that's making sense.
Because the way we ran, we had to go through him.
Yeah.
We had to go through the track practice. We had no choice, and he stopped me, and it was like, you want to come out? I said, "Yeah, I ain't got no problem." So I came out the next day and beat the two fastest guys on the team. I was just playing with them on the team.
What's their name?
Kevin Carden and David. Kevin Carden and David Carden.
Okay.
They was cousins.
I read it.
And them two was the fastest guys. And he made me run the 400.
The quarter.
The quarter,
I
right.
read it.
Right, at O.W. Holmes around the field. And so as I start running, they running, I'm go up one side of them, I slow down and I speed up and slow down and speed up, and we got time to get on the home stretch of it. I just
chopped out on.
chopped out.
I love to see that.
And that's where it began.
So
Go ahead.
what did that do for you?
Put confidence out
That
the roof.
moment.
That changed my whole entire life. It changed my whole entire perspective.
Did it? You wasn't running from the police no more.
Wasn't running from the police no more. Wasn't trying to be no
love it.
bully no more.
I love it.
Nothing. And then at the same time, when it changed my life, in the 8th grade, you still young,
Yeah.
and of course there's girls.
Yes. Well.
And I met this girl back then, and she the one that named me the robot.
Wait a minute. Oh, you beat the question.
Well, there you go.
Why did she name you Robot?
Did you?
Well, I have a unique running style.
Oh, yes, you do.
And she said, I run like a robot. And so, because I was born, now, when I was born over extra bow-legged.
Yeah.
To the point to where they had to break both of my legs. And so I had to sleep in them braces for like a year and a half, 2 years, when my mom said and dad. And so it made my knees knock-kneaded.
Yes.
And my feet pigeon-toed.
Yes.
So when you see me running, it's like I'm running, but I'm moving.
Yes. Like
Right.
a mother. Okay. 1981, 1982 school year. Right? I got a story to tell.
Story time.
You a sophomore.
No, freshman.
No, I'm a freshman. This is 82. This is not
Look, just roll with it.
81,
Okay?
82,
This elephant.
82, 83, 83, 84.
He
Yeah,
right.
you're right. Well, 82, 83 year.
I'm a freshman, yes.
No, your sophomore year. I'm thinking about your sophomore year.
Now you saying 82, 83 year?
Yes.
I thought you said 81.
Well, you corrected
He
me.
did say
Gotcha.
that.
I did
Okay.
say that. You corrected me.
Gotcha.
Your sophomore year. I'm a freshman at Skyline High School. And then I go, I'm in the track because my dad is over the physical education department at DISD. And he's taking me as a youngster to see all these people run like Egypt Allen, Arthur Allen, all these big name people. I was there when Carl Wright walked them all down at Sprague.
Right.
And don't nobody know that. Everybody always talk about Egypt Allen.
Canadian Dozier.
And I remember when Carl Wright straight through the middle of them in the 100-yard dash.
Right.
He used to take me to all the games at Velt, and I used to see Carl Wright, Ronell Peters, all them boys play ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, my sophomore year, I'm reading the newspaper, sports section, and it was a guy that they claimed was the fastest guy in Texas. His name was Robert Smith.
Oh, just for this?
Robert Smith.
Right.
Spruce.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right before the school year was about to start. Skyline organized a practice meet right before the first track meet of the season,
which is Kimberly Relays.
Yes, and so it was supposed to be what they considered a triangle meet. It was supposed to be Skyline, Roosevelt,
and Spruce.
You remember this meet, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, hold on. I'm drawing this picture.
Exactly
Right. I'm drawing this picture. But then when we get there,
you've been doing your homework.
I was there.
Right.
South Oak Cliff was there.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other teams. I think Carter might have been there.
Wilma Hutchins was there?
No. Not at this one. Because I'm going to tell you when I met Wilma Hutchins, when I first saw them run. I'm going to have to tell you off camera. But anyway, at this meet, Spruce is there. Samuel was there. That's who the other one was. Samuel was there. 4x100. I don't even think we had prelims that day. It was strictly finals. 4x100. I can remember everybody talking about Robert Smith. Let me back up. I had read this article in the paper from Robert Smith.
Right, correct.
And in the paper he said, I'm not going to lose a race this year. I don't know if you read that article, but I read that article. 4x100. Pop! I forgot who y'all had on first leg, but I know who first and second. But I know who's on third because he's a buddy of mine. Greg Allen.
Right.
Y'all standing right there in the pack. But actually, they got y'all. 2-3 teams got y'all, you know what I mean? But when Greg handed you the stick, he did something I had never seen done before. As soon as he handed you the stick, he did like this so confidently. Like he had won the race. And they was in like third or fourth place.
You already knew.
And this little skinny kid came running around that corner that nobody at Skyline knew. A couple of people knew. Billy Smith, a couple of them guys knew who you were.
Mm-hmm.
You came shopping around that corner, knock neat as hell. And pew, past everybody in the pack. That day right there, I believe the legend of Robot was born because I didn't see you lose another race ever. The first time I saw you lose a race, we're going to talk about it. Was at the Olympic trials after that.
No,
I'm talking about me witnessing.
No, the first time it was at that same meet you talking about, and it was in the 100 meters.
Who'd you lose to in the 100?
Well, I know I beat him, but they say he won. Hashway.
Yes.
And I told him you'll never beat me again, and nobody else will never beat me again.
And that was it.
Right.
And that was it.
Yes, I think I do recall it. I see my bro. What's up, young man? Yeah. So, do I got a good memory?
Oh yeah, yes.
He's what I like to call the fly on the wall.
I'm gonna show you something.
Now you spoke about the Olympic trials. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about
There you
that.
go.
Thomas Jefferson. Let me tell you what I saw. Am I blowing your mind?
You thought you pissing me off.
Okay.
If you'd have ran the time you ran in the prelims,
Well,
we'd be having a different conversation. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean,
If you'd have leaned at the tape, you had never had to lean at the tape.
well,
I'm fussing at you. I'm fussing at you.
Right.
You had always beat people so badly that I don't think you ever really had to practice lean.
and please forgive me for that. I mean, it's just
I know,
competition.
right?
You know, it wasn't nothing personal.
Yes.
Right. But to answer to your question, I came in with the third fastest time behind Carl Lewis, Kirk Baptiste,
get it right.
and myself.
Yes.
How in the heck I'm gonna get lane one?
Well,
You were screwed on that. Yeah. Everybody was talking about that.
Right. With the third fastest time.
Yeah, you should have been in the inner lanes.
I broke the national high school record back in '84
Yes.
in the trials.
Yes, I remember that.
But they kept wanting to say Dirty+Coach still have it.
It was political.
Yeah,
Hindsight.
right,
It was a Carl Lewis was the darling.
right. And so if I blow Elliot Court out,
I don't like stuff like that.
if I blow him out, I mean, they ran faster than him. Blow
Yes.
him out. I'm just still in 16, 17 years old, still in high school.
Right.
Yes.
I done already beat all y'all times.
Yes.
But then you stick me in lane one.
Stick you in lane one. I remember
Yeah,
that.
somebody need to answer for that. Who comes up? Whose decision was that?
Back then,
They do what you call they got a hat. And they put your numbers in the hat, and supposedly they draw it out the hat, and that's what it is. But that
Y'all pulled a rabbit out the hat.
I got my brother DJ Fish in the house.
Shout out DJ Fish.
Man.
yeah, but that was some BS. I mean,
Yeah, it was. Ultra.
and after that, I told the United States Olympic Committee, I'm not running. I'm not practicing with the team. I'm going home.
I remember that.
And I went.
I remember that.
And my cousin Harvey Martin, he by the time I got home, I mean, he let me have it.
He was like, yeah.
Because you could have very well been on the 4x1.
Right.
Yeah, because that's an alternate.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so when I had a change of mind, and he was like, "You're not fit to retire. You gonna do what you need to do."
Yes.
And because I was never used to, like he said, I was never used to leaning. But then you gotta look at it. Hey, I'm in high school. These
Right.
guys in college. These guys are professional.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So I'm really raised above my head, but I didn't choke.
Now, you didn't choke at all.
God-given talent.
You was the first high school student I ever seen run against a grown man. And it ain't like you was a senior either. I always have to tell people this dude was in the 11th grade.
Right.
This dude was in 11th grade.
And here's
Out there chopping.
And here's the funny part about this here. Before the trials, we had 4 meets.
Yeah.
The Sunkies, the Mount Desto, Mount Sac, and the Arco Invitation. Carl Lewis ran for me all 4 of those meets.
Okay.
He ran for you.
From me.
From him.
Yeah.
He was.
Oh, he knew who you were, bro.
Yeah.
He had been hearing your name.
Yeah. I mean, me and Carl, we talked when I was in high school,
Yes.
because initially I was going to go to the University of Houston because he was my idol. And that's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
That's what's
And
up.
so we had a one phone conversation that it didn't go too well. And I'm
Talk
like,
about it. What happened?
well, I called him on the phone. It was at night.
So you're in high school when this
I'm in high school. Yes, sir. And I'm talking to him on the phone, and he had me on speakerphone. I said, well, get me off speakerphone. I don't like being on speakerphone.
Me either.
And he was like, no, I'm going to keep you on speakerphone. I said, no, get me off the goddamn speakerphone. I don't like talking on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And that's how we became public enemy one toward each other.
Wow.
Okay, I said, well, I tell you what then. If you're not going to do that, then I'm going to beat you.
Over.
Telephone. These
Pettiness.
these phones get you in trouble.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't have them phones back then. It was a had to be a house phone.
Yeah, house phone. And he had Kirk there. Kirk Batiste was there, and then a guy named McNeil. He was
had an
there.
audience.
Yeah, he had an audience, and I'm like, and we supposed to be talking about me coming to University of Houston. I'm gonna sneak down there and come down there and visit the college.
Now, I'm going to talk about 2 more things in high school.
Yes, sir.
Couple of more things. Huh?
I said I have a question.
Go ahead, baby. You're first. No,
No,
you're
you
first.
go ahead because mine's gonna take it on a whole nother trajectory.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I remember one meet in particular. It's at Sprague Stadium.
Sprague.
This had to be your 11th grade year as well. Now, I can remember because I remember you bringing it.
He gonna tell you it was your 11th grade. I'm sorry, hon. Go ahead.
Y'all better tell them about me. Okay.
I don't know why.
I want you to tell people when you leave here that Bobo didn't have no notes.
No, you don't. You
It's straight from here.
it's straight here. Yeah, I see
Okay.
it.
Even with.
This was
And on point.
Okay.
this was a meet where we were trying to determine. You brought up Wilma Hutchins.
Mm-hmm.
I said I was going to talk about this off camera. We could talk about it because it's funny to me. I don't believe Wilma Hutchins wasn't at that meet because the first time Wilma Hutchins ran that year at Sprague that I saw, because, you know, we followed y'all. You know, Skyline, SOG, Velt pretty much ran in the same track meets. We got to talk about Coach Ernest James.
Absolutely.
Got to talk about the boss. Okay. You know, prelims, we used to have to get there super early in the morning.
Yeah.
Super duper early in the morning.
Yep.
So we're there early, and I'm seeing Wilma Hutchins, and they run by me on the track, like right where the 100 start. I know what alcohol smell like.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
you're reeking.
I know what alcohol smell like. My freshman year, I know what alcohol smell like. So I smell alcohol on these brothers. I said,
Damn.
man, these niggas smell like liquor. But then when they ran out there and came second place to y'all and gave y'all a battle in that 4x1, I said, who is these niggas running like? And Reggie was out there, and, you know, he had a wild running style.
Yep.
I was like, who is these dudes that had been drinking and can come out and run like this?
Are you sure it was liquor?
Come on, bro. I've talked to them since then.
I wouldn't know because I wasn't drinking back then. So
No. Them boys had been on a little. You have to realize. I'm gonna tell you who stayed down the street from me. I'm from Singing Hills, right down the street from me, on my same street.
I'm just saying.
Both the Cannon
do
boys.
They want that out there?
Marlon and the Micah Cannon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them what's. Yeah, everybody. I mean, yes, right. Yeah, both the Cannon boys. Yes. So I'm telling you what I've seen in my life. So at this track meet that we get ready to run, this is a track meet that the first time Sprague put the time up on the football board.
On the clock, right.
Because they were trying to determine who the fastest in the nation was. It was you, Byron Morrow, Animal, Sam Hutchins, Reginald Webb,
Byron Grant from Corsicana.
it was somebody else. I been they brought somebody in from out of town.
Yeah, Byron Grant from Corsicana.
What's my boy from Spruce? Because Spruce was Robert Hashaway was gone.
Gary
Henry.
Gary Henry.
Gary Henry. I'm trying to remember if that's all 8.
Yeah, because Sprague is 8 lane.
8 lane.
Mm-hmm.
Pow! Again, Mr. Notorious Slow Starter. This man here, he stands up. But then by the time you got to the 50-yard line, this is the sound you had to. This is the sound you had to get used to hearing when this man runs. Ooh, everybody will be like that in the crowd. Ooh. And then by the time you hit that tape and had passed everybody up, that scoreboard said 9-8 something. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Because that's Sprague, right? During the daytime, yeah.
Oh,
What's the legal limit that they tap on for win aided?
Well, you're supposed to add 0.24 to the second, to the time.
Did they add that amount to your time? Because it seemed like it was a little bit more than that. Because they gave you
Like 10-1, 10-2.
Yeah.
10-1, 10-2, something like that. Right.
it was a little bit more than the win aided.
Right, allowed. Right. Same as same thing as my national high school record back then.
It was on the scoreboard.
Correct.
It said 988 or something like that, 987 or something. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
I watched it with my own eyes.
Mm-hmm. And then I shut down about 5 minutes out.
Second thing I want to talk to you about. 3 years in a row. I hate to do this to this brother.
well,
Regional,
but I'm gonna do it.
regional state meet. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you about what. Let me tell you about Ron Martin first of all. What a special athlete this man was. It takes a real. My coach used to say, if you can run a 200, you can run a quarter.
Right.
But every 200 runner can run 100 and be
Right.
successful.
Exactly.
It takes a special man that can run 100, and the quarter and be strong with it.
Right.
I watched you 3 years in a row get a stick in the 4x400 meter relay at least 50 to 60 yards behind Robbie Haley at Texas High.
Right.
Am I lying?
No, you're not.
I watched you catch him and break his spirits coming down the home stretch 3 years in a row. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Talk about it.
It's okay.
I used to tell them boys. I mean, we are good friends now, but since Wally Dad passed away, I spoke at his
Robbie Haley's passed?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Oh, rest his soul. Already.
Yeah, he passed away, and I spoke at his funeral, and that was like the first time I ever do like any type of speaking. But Raleigh used to stay in Garland.
Really?
And we hang out, and drink a couple beers together and, talk about the old times. I used to tell him, I said, hey, man, our coach tell us in district, and this is getting South Oak Cliff, first and second goes to regionals. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we let y'all win in district, first and second goes to regionals, that's what that means. Okay, now we get to regionals. Now, South Oak Cliff is not there. They're in a different region, but they are at state.
Yes.
Okay, now here it is, Texas High.
Yes.
If we let y'all get first and second, let y'all win, we let y'all win.
Yes.
But when we go to state, if we beat you by 15, 20 minutes, what's that telling y'all for 3 years?
Yeah.
We let y'all win.
Yeah,
We let y'all.
But bro, you never let them win at the regional.
They won one time.
What year was that? It must have been your freshman year, because I wasn't there.
I think it was 80. I think it was 84. Well, let me take that back.
Yeah, because
I'm telling
he
you,
said
I don't
he was
remember
there for
seeing.
3 in a row.
Because it always been close. I mean, because
Yes, you always caught them down the home stretch,
Right.
right before the tape,
Right.
about 10, 20 minutes before the tape.
right. But I think they beat us in the 4x1, but we wasn't losing to them.
No. I'm talking about the 4x4, that last race.
No, we weren't losing to them in the 4x1.
No, that 4x4 was vicious.
No, we wasn't.
Shout out to my brother Greg Allen.
Right. That's my man.
Man.
And Greg is doing good since he had his stroke. He's doing wonderful.
Stroke? Oh, man, I'm praying for you, Greg.
He's doing good.
Good, man. Good.
That's good.
And same thing like I told him, Haley and them and them guys, and we are good friends.
Yes.
It's the same thing at Texas Relays.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If we'll let y'all have the fastest time going into the finals, we just
But don't
just
sleep
qualify.
on us. Don't
Right,
sleep on
just
us.
qualify.
Just qualify.
Yeah, we just, it's about
Let me ask you
coaching.
this.
It's about coaching.
That's what I was going to ask you. Was that a
Coaching strategy.
strategy?
Yes.
Don't go full
Coach,
out.
let's talk about Coach Ernest James.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, stop.
You said you had 2 questions.
Yeah,
That's them trickled
Yeah,
into
my bad.
3.
Well,
First off, Mr. Martin,
Yes, ma'am.
something that my husband forgot while he was fanning out. This is our blue star here for
positive energy.
for positive energy. So we need you to rub our little old Apollo stump here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Take some of that good energy, leave some.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's gonna bless you, brother, and that's
There you
gonna
go.
bless us as well.
Now my question, I
Well,
have
let me
to
keep my
ask
whole
this.
hand
There
on
you
this.
go. I know that's right.
Rub a hole in that hole.
That part.
Absolutely.
I have to ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Being that you were an athlete in the good old days, not that today isn't good. Don't y'all come for me. How do you feel about all the controversy now regarding like the LGBTQ community and like putting male athletes in the female sports? How do you feel about that? Because they say they identify as female.
I think that's ridiculous. I mean, whether you in that community, if you can run with females, run with females. Males gonna run against males.
Yes.
Each competition is different.
Yes.
Right.
Because there's no way in hell. I'm just gonna be real.
Yes.
Yeah.
A female cannot beat a male in the 100.
Not
And
the
that's what I'm
fastest female
saying.
against the fastest male. It
And
ain't gonna
I
happen.
keep saying, how is
Right.
it fair? Because by the time you're high school and you're competing, and you've
Yes,
gone through puberty.
Yes.
Like, I don't
Right.
care what hormones or whatever you take. Physically, you're already stronger. You have a bigger heart. You have thicker muscles. All of that. So how is it fair?
Yes, it's not
Well,
fair.
if that female is taking hormones to be a male, and then what you think that's going to do for that female that's competing against the average male that get 4th, 5th, or 6th?
I don't think it's gonna do much. Well, fourth,
It's
fifth,
going to
the
damage.
fourth,
It's
fifth-
going to damage his spirit because if
Yes.
she beats him,
Yes.
he's done.
I feel like maybe an answer to that is, compete how you want to compete so you feel included, but it needs to be separate times for, you know what I mean?
What?
I don't believe they need to compete in the same events. Period.
Let me-
Boys with boys, girls with girls.
Yeah. Let me say this, and I'm gonna go on the record, and y'all gonna be the first.
Come on now, super tight exclusive.
Super tight exclusive.
Track and field is one of the most dirty sports out here
Man,
today.
our kids ran track for several years, so
Tell us
yeah,
about the dirtiness.
Everybody want to take that little pill
it's quite grimy.
to make that money. You'll do whatever it takes, whatever it takes to sacrifice. You're gonna do it.
I
Some
have
get
said
caught
that.
and
I
some
agree.
don't get caught.
Yes.
So you don't know. So you don't know who. So when you put that female that's a female and she taking these hormones to be a male to run against this male, what you think she's doing? She's taking hormones.
And I
Yes.
agree too, because it's like a small amount of time that you have to have been transitioning, and then you're eligible. So it was like was he a wrestler or
A swimmer.
swimmer?
Yeah.
That's not the one I'm talking
The
about.
one that competed and won that competition was a swimmer. Won the medal and everything.
Perhaps.
Oh, you talking
But
about
I'm
back in the
just
day?
like,
No,
no,
like 2 years
recent.
ago.
Yeah.
A year or two ago.
And it was like you couldn't keep up and compete when you were competing as a male. But now I'm taking hormones and I identify as female, and now I'm whooping everybody.
Yeah, they let him compete
Like-
against the girls.
That's
And won.
unfair. That's cheating.
He was weak as a man.
Right. And I know a way around that.
Yes.
So let me be a woman.
Yeah,
and
let me
take
identify as
these-
a woman.
Yeah.
By any means necessary, if was
That's
a
it.
person. If by any means necessary,
we're
was
so
a person.
sensitive as a society that will allow that.
Right.
In order not to hurt that person's feelings. You know what I mean?
Now what I'm not saying, like that African girl that ran for 800. Now,
Oh, yeah.
she was born with both parts. Now that's a different ball game.
Yes. See, I didn't know that. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but yeah,
Yes.
she was born with both parts.
She's active now.
Right. But they kind of
trying to stop her.
Yeah, they still jacking with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they still jacking with her.
When we say
So she's a hermaphrodite?
You didn't hear that from me. I
Need
just
to
said
look- I
she
need to
born from
look
both.
that up
She was
because
born with both parts.
people get it mixed up too when they say
Am I saying it
both
right?
parts. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, she from South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
South
a track. Yeah,
Yeah,
Can we
yeah,
get a fact check on
You've
that?
heard that
'Cause,
before,
some
Two Fish?
people be,
she got both parts.
yeah. She got both parts.
but they.
Did you hear?
I heard the test back. Yeah.
Oh,
But
they
what
test her
parts?
for both hormones, men and women. Oh, really?
And I think
I know exactly who you're talking
yeah,
about.
the part of the man side is based what they were saying. Her testosterone level was too high to be competing with women. So I mean,
But if you taking testosterone, it must have been another.
no,
test.
Is it natural?
I'm
natural?
No, I'm not saying she was taking that. I'm saying that she was born with both parts. So I guess that man part that had more testosterone than the female side of it.
I'm
You need to see the
gonna
girl.
have to look this up because
Yeah, look it up. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna just say I work in surgery and I've been in on a lot of these cases, and it's not really like people think. Like, oh, I have, So I need to look it up because I'm just gonna research. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
It said, what's her name? Semenya.
they exploit her out. I mean,
How you say her name? Semenya.
Oh, I don't.
Semenya was assigned female at birth, was raised as a girl, and identifies as a woman. She has an intersex condition called 46, XY differences in sex development that causes male and female traits, and is a testosterone level higher than the typical female range.
Ain't that what I just said?
You said she was born with both parts.
Well,
Ain't that what they said? She has that. That's not what they said.
well, she ain't got no dingling.
Oh my God! Are we gonna call it a dingling? Penis. Let's use our words, people.
Well, it's
okay to say.
She has some male parts down there.
She don't have no male parts. She don't have no gonads, does she?
No,
she got it wrapped up.
We went viral.
She got it wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they went off into her life's history. I mean, it was because she was beating everybody. She was blowing everybody out.
Well, you can have chromosomal changes that make you more male than female.
She was born.
That's different than gonads. That's different than walking around with testicles or a penis as a female.
Okay, so if you got the chromosomes, I mean, what the chromosomes do? They just sit there?
Yeah, the chromosomes are, everything that makes you what you are.
She's a nurse.
You can't see them.
Right.
But the gonads is like what's physically down there that you can see.
Didn't you mention that, the gonads?
She talking about nuts.
And penis.
She talking about your nuts.
She's talking about the scrotum and
She talking about the nuts.
Well,
gonads are your nuts.
Can you use scientific?
I mean, gonads is more of a politically correct term.
And you guys know we're also educational on this platform, so
she's going to come more education. I'm coming
strictly for education, and then I have my layman moderator here.
Right, but at the end of the day, whatever she was born with, whatever she came developed with, whatever she has, DNA from a man, DNA from a woman, and her testosterone level was just too high than the average woman. I mean,
I wonder if she's swinging.
No, I mean it's a lot of women that can have higher testosterone, and it's men that can have higher estrogen levels. But if it was like, I want to know, was it like to the 25th power?
They broke it down. I mean,
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't want to comment without all the details. But I just wanted your opinion on that. How now?
Oh, that's crazy.
In our society, the world is crazy, so that everyone's included.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy. I mean, I've been seeing this here lately. They have male and female 4x1, male and female 4x4. Mm-hmm. Like, when did this mess started? Who came up with this cockamamie idea?
It's straight cockamamie.
Yeah, who came up with this?
And I just feel, from my perspective, speaking from a female, identifying as a female perspective, my pronouns are she,
and her.
Her. Okay, I just feel like the main people that suffer from all of this is the female, the woman.
It's
like
the
men don't really care if a woman wants to be in the man's bathroom. It's the women that got to sit up and be like, oh.
You excuse my interjection. You talking about bathroom for me? You talking about being on the field?
I'm talking about. I'm bringing it all together.
Just
I'm bringing it full circle.
Just prime example. It's this little kid I just read on Facebook just the other day. Mm-hmm. Somebody, I think her name is Sid something. Mm-hmm. She just broke a high school record in 100 meters. Mm-hmm. And guess who she's running against?
Who?
A little boy. Mm. How's that?
And her name is Sydney?
Sid, something like that. She just ran one of the fastest and set all time fastest for female in 100 meters. 100 and I think in the 200. Okay. But they compete in boys and girls. I mean.
But is he a prepubescent male or is he?
They just said mixed race.
Mixed sex?
Oh, they're running in the same race together.
Yeah. Male and female. Yeah.
Oh, no.
What they doing?
They need to stop all that, bro.
It's what they're doing now.
They need to stop all that. I'm not a fan of all that, bro.
Mm-mm. I'm not either.
Some things need if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of attitude. And stop it.
And that's if you look at it, you ask my opinion as an athlete. That's disrespectful. Mm-hmm. I mean, because it makes no sense.
Women say goodbye to college sports.
Well, see, the thing about that is, bro.
No, they can do college sports against women, but
they don't want to start from the bottom.
I'm just saying that's gonna affect a lot of people. Because imagine if your daughter, was the number one at the top in line for all the scholarships, and now men can take hormones and run with women, and now you got the
Let me tell you
the
something.
transgender beating your daughter for
But they're allowing
scholarships,
it.
and I don't
But they're
agree with
allowing
that.
it. They're trying to push that agenda
I
and trying to
agree with
allow it.
Right.
And
It's some new experiment they doing.
Well,
I guess it's
well,
you know.
because they don't want to start their own league. They don't want to start at the bottom and work their way up. And they're trying to interject them. They're trying to use a cheat code and put them right in the middle and give them a way to cheat. That's basically cheating.
But what you not gonna do is what you not gonna see. It's not gonna be in the Olympic Games. It's not gonna be in the U.S. Championship.
Well, they warming y'all up for that.
Not yet.
They warming y'all up for that. They warming y'all up for that. Believe me, they warming y'all up for that. Believe me. I see it, robot.
Mm-hmm.
They warming you. I mean,
Get ready.
I don't want to go too deep because I got too politically correct.
And I just
these
want to
guys
say,
have. You don't want to know what I think.
just want to say that this conversation, I am in no means against.
Oh no.
Right.
I agree.
I'm just for fairness.
Do what you do, love who you love.
Fairness.
However,
Right.
Whatever's fair
is not
is fair.
Right.
And stay in your own lane.
Stay in your own
Stay
lane.
in your own lane, whatever that lane
That
is.
last subject.
Yes, sir.
We have to give props to. I don't know what this man means to you, but I want you to kind of draw a picture of Coach Ernest James.
I'm gonna start back with. I'm gonna start with. Can I get another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna start when
We didn't hear that.
We didn't.
Man, give my man some Hennessy, man.
I'm gonna start with my first interaction with Coach James. It was in junior high school because when I would start making a name for myself in junior high school, Coach James would come up to this track after practice every day. And we be sitting over there. I'm like, oh, this skinny man with these plaid pants on, these plaid jackets. But he clean though, you know.
Already.
It is area. And when he finally introduced himself to us, you know, that we was all, you know, leaving homes, that we were coming to Roosevelt, and that he was the head track coach at Roosevelt. So I took some of my same mentalities up to when I left from homes to Roosevelt. That bullying, chicks boxing, didn't want to go to class.
Yeah.
And got him some trouble.
Yep.
By chicks boxing. And some kind of way it got back to my mother. And then it got back to Coach James.
Oh.
So my mother, you know, she gave me a whooping. I'm like, oh, mama, that don't hurt.
Oh,
You know, I'm playing like I'm crying. She said, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next thing you know, about a couple of hours later, ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, coach.
Ding dong.
Come through.
I got some for Yass.
Yeah, I got something for you.
Yeah.
First, it was my uncle now. And so I'm back there in the back room and laying in the bed, and just, you know, on the phone, running my mouth. Hang up that damn phone.
Chilling, talking about how the whooping didn't hurt.
I'm like, shit. Oh, you say that whooping didn't hurt your mom gave you, huh? Hang up the damn phone. Did I tell you? Then my other uncle shut the door. And I'm like, at that time we had bunk beds. And our bunk beds, you know, we broke them down to sit here to here. He said, what you finna do is this. Take your pants off and just keep your underwear on. And back then, them old men, you know, had them long, skinny belts. When I say he lit my ass up, he lit me up.
Yeah, fire.
So Coach Ernest James whooped you.
No, it was my uncle.
Your uncle, okay.
My uncle first. So I'm still pissed the next day.
Yeah.
So I go to school, and we in the gym again doing lunch break. Some in there boxing again. This time, Coach James came in there. Hey, are you ignorant, stupid motherfuckers? What the fuck are y'all doing? You ignorant ass motherfucker. What did I just tell you? Before he whooped me, he said, he set me down. Now, he behind his desk.
Yeah.
He done snatched me out of there now. So he sitting in front of me. I'm sitting right here. He said, son, I'm going to let you make a decision. But before I let you make the decision, I'm going to help you make that decision.
Well,
By the time we get through, you might not like me or you going to love me. I'm going to give you a choice. You want to be a $2 nigga or you want to be $1 million man? I ain't have $2 in my hand. I ain't know what the hell $1 million was, but I know it sound better than 2 because I ain't have 2.
Yeah.
And he said, you make a choice. I said, well, $1 million, I don't know what that means. That's why you got to get your goddamn education, got these goddamn GM over here trying to do all this goddamn boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let your feet speak for you. But you got to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
Come on over here and let me give you 25 right quick.
licks. Come get these licks. That's what I'm talking about.
25.
25.
Good old days.
With the paddle.
With the paddle.
Well, those were the good old days.
Good old days. Normalized.
That's where they could paddle back then.
Yes. What you
my
talking
ass
about?
up and I
Get my
said,
ass tore up back then.
I'm not doing nothing else no more, and I didn't. I ain't get in trouble or whooping.
Oh, that's
never
right.
again.
Oh,
He didn't have to tell me but one time.
That
was
wasn't
it.
that wasn't your mama's whooping, was it?
So he was more than just a coach for you.
It was more just he was more. He was a father figure. He was inspirational. I mean, he's straightforward. You know, whatever I was going through. Say, if we was at home, if we didn't have anything to eat, I'd call him your brain.
Wow.
Even though it was against, he couldn't, but he did.
I know. Yeah.
And you know, if it was raining and we had to walk home, he gave us a ride home. I mean, he was more that father figure. I mean, it's like when he speaks, you gonna listen. You gonna shut up. You ain't saying nothing. It ain't no talking back. It's his way.
Is he still with us?
No, he passed away about 3 years ago.
Well, we still want to highlight all the coaches and the teachers out there because it is Teacher Appreciation Week.
Already.
And we just
Thank
want
you, sir.
all of them to know that even though it's a struggle, you do matter and you do make a difference. So
Already.
thank you.
And we as students have to realize, and then we as parents, our coaches and our teachers the ones see your kids all day, every day.
More than
For
you
the
do.
most
More than you do.
Yes.
of the day, right?
And good coaches and good teachers go a long way.
Right.
Especially in the inner city, bro.
Right. And I feel like Coach James was different from everybody else, from different other coaches that I experienced. Because he was not just a teacher, but he was a coach. But he took the time out to get to know you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's right.
Then he took the time out to talk to you.
Yes.
Then he took the time out to educate you.
Yes.
Then he also took that major time out to discipline you.
And to help. I mean,
And he was a
too many
genius.
people you can call and be like,
Knew
I'm
what he doing.
hungry.
And he knew what he was doing.
Right. To the point to where he let me, and it's funny, when after the Mark Tollivers and the Carl Rice, after they graduated and the Gilbert Jeffersons, and he did, and I became the captain and the captain of the team, basically pretty much halfway my freshman year.
Yeah.
Because I started running varsity my freshman year. And Coach James would show this other side that I ain't never seen. And
Secret side.
right. But it was more my fault than anything. And when I say that to say this, it's like when we go to the big meets like the Texas Relays and doing the prelims, I would run down, we do our warm-ups, I'll run like I'm hurt. And that's to get them boys from Texas High, get them a little hope.
Oh, he hurt. Look at him. He limping.
Right. So
You did his wrist.
so Coach James, so he go out here to get this pepped up business when he throwing up. And I'm like, what Coach? He said, son, you got my ulcer going on. I said, hey, Coach, I got this. Go up there and sit down. I got this.
Yeah.
I got the team. I'm fine. And ever since then, he let me loose and say, hey, this is your show. Do your thing.
Oh, wow.
Whatever that may be.
That's
Right.
I'm going to say one more thing and then we finna get out of here. I'm going to say one name, and I don't know if you remember this name. My freshman year, it may have been my sophomore year, I befriended one of you guys, two of your athletes, but one in particular, Walter Foster.
I know.
And the news, to get that news right before a track meet. You want to speak on that?
I was at I was attending SMU, and we was on our way to the indoor NCAAs. Or was it outdoor? It was outdoor. And I didn't place well high in the 100, 200, 4x1. Walter Foster was supposed to come to SMU with me.
Oh.
I gave down my Lone Star hat to Walter to wear. And Walter knew from me, we're not going to no high school prom. Because it's track time.
Yeah.
But that night, I don't know why he decided to go.
Yeah.
He fell asleep and hit that water hydrant, and it's
Rest history.
rest is history, yeah.
Right. It was Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
Because when we get up on Saturday, that's the news we
Time
got.
to go track, yeah. And I was going to get back in time to go watch them run. Got that phone call.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
So that was your freshman year in college?
Yes. At
So it must have been our
SMU.
senior. It must have been our senior year.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my buddy right there, bro. A hell of a talent. I mean, I know you. I mean, I'm talking about the Lester Crenshaws, the James Glenns. Who else was on that track team? Y'all had some stars on that track team, bro.
Yeah. The Greg Allens, we had Anthony Milton,
Yeah, Anthony Milton. Yes.
which never got his utmost respect, but
Yes.
but Anthony Milton, I mean, you had AC, you had Johnny Piper. I mean, we were stacked.
Man, y'all used to show up with like 6 people and shut people down. 6 to 8 people and shut the whole meet down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like Coach Jane's favorite word was, we came to be the show, not to see the show.
That part.
Already. You got some shout outs, brother?
Hey, man, I just want to shout out to everybody, man. And I want to shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure anytime.
Man, this is an honor
It's a pleasure.
for us. I don't know if she know, but she's heard me talk about you so much. Oh, damn, I'm tripping. Blow your mind right fast. Now, you can't have these.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, no.
Oh, he done went and dug out the photo.
Now,
Well, you got to realize these, the quality of these are bad. The quality of these are bad because these are the you have to think of the year.
I understand, but if you had those pictures there, I'm pretty much sure you got a picture of 1985 down there at State Meet when I ran to it in 1974. Because if you got those pictures, I'm sure you have that.
I may have. But look at this one.
That's in the rain.
Who's that knock-knee boy man right there leading the pack?
That's me.
Who's that knock-knee man right there leading the pack?
That's me.
You know who that is. Who's that? That
That's
ain't
me.
you. That ain't you right there. Who's that?
You talking about right here?
Yeah. That you agree.
Like, let me take my shades off.
That you agreed.
You got to let me have this one.
Stop it, bro.
I'll send you a copy.
Why that one not all of them?
You remember I was telling you we were having a conversation last night? The first time I ran the 400 and I got hurt?
Is that it?
That's it.
So that is
My
you.
freshman year, yeah. And then the second guy in the second place, that's Kevin Carton.
Who's that right there with them knock knees? Knees.
That's me. I have to put that in my book. If you got these pictures of me, I'm sure, because you went way back, especially with that.
These are me taking photos as a freshman and sophomore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many more pictures you got?
I don't know, bro. I tell you, that was me back then.
Right.
I was like, this dude here, I never seen nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen nothing like it. I mean, because I told you, I grew up watching Cartwright, all of them, and then when you showed up on the scene as a young man, as a kid, 1 year older than me, and I was like, I just followed your career.
Yeah, this
I used to have newspaper clippings. I still got them. All the stuff they used to write about you on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have all that shit. I had to go back and look for it.
These are never seen photos, but this is over the top. That was the first and the last time I ran the open 400. And I said, well, I'll do the 400, but it'll be on the 4x4.
Yeah.
Because I had to make it. I mean, it wasn't my choice. Either, you could only run 2 relays events and 1 open event.
Yeah.
And so at certain times, I was only able to run 100.
Yeah.
Up until a couple of meets in Texas relays.
Mm-hmm.
After Texas relays, now you start talking about city before they count the city.
Yep.
Then you talking about district, regional, then state.
Yeah.
Then that's when I started competing at 200.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't going to give up the 4x1 to run 100. So I just chose the 200.
Yes. I often wonder why you did that. Because I sure wanted to see you in the 100.
Exactly. I wanted to get
that 100 was a little bit more exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I wanted to get them boys at it in the 100.
Man, I appreciate you coming, brother. You are.
And I appreciate you having me.
Man, this is an honor and a pleasure. I got one of my people that I told y'all fan means fanatic. I've never been a fan of too many people, but this man, when I was a kid, I looked up to him because we was the same age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was there when you ran first, when you, I think your 11th grade year, senior year, you tried to play football. First game of the year, kickoff.
Against Hutch.
To the house.
99.
To the house. I was there.
Right.
I was like, oh, look at that thing.
Exactly.
First game of the year, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Say, I got Roy Martin in the house. A real super tight guest.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get it all up from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.